Yes, the men are partly responsible for getting themselves into this, because when they chose their partner, they didn't actually think whether or not that partner was really good for them. And
based upon the good looks.
And on the looks and the flightiness of that time, is that person fun? Like what I said in my previous interview, if you just want someone to have fun with, you only need good looks and someone with good looks and fun. And that's what they've been going for, but they're thinking that's but the problem is they also marry that person, that type of person, without really thinking about, is that person suitable for you? When you're married, when you're in a marriage, what does it require? Okay, they don't think that, hey, you're now a partner. You were now partners in life. You're a team. And so if you're going to bring someone in as a team, what do you need the other team member to do? Just sit there and look pretty?
Yeah.
Okay? But then you're going to want them to be able to do things.
I think that's probably the crux of the whole
they're
matter.
not choosing the right women to marry. But the thing is, when you marry, also because their fault as well, when they've gotten married, who they've chosen, they did not think of what they need to get suitable. Just like, look, if you've got a job opening, you're going to think about what's the requirements of that job? What do I need that person to do? And so forth. Then you go and find out the employee with those skills that can do the job. Then you'll be happy. Not the person that just looks great in a suit and sits around looking like they belong there, but they really don't.
Yeah.
Okay. And so why isn't the same? Would it be the same when you choose a partner? When you choose someone that's going to be doing the most important job of all, and that is to be your partner in life. And so forth.
Yeah, looking at it from the team perspective.
From the team perspective.
Not the perspective of the self and what am I going to get out of it?
What am I going to get out of it? Obviously, yes, look, like I'm the person to say never sell yourself short. However, at the same time, you have to be able to justify your price. True? Otherwise,
your
price, your value. Otherwise, there's no takers.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you think your house is worth $10 million. Why is it worth $10 million? Why would someone pay $10 million for that? You got to justify it, either the location or the build or so forth, or the size of the land of the property.
It's got good foundations.
Good foundations, great views, so forth.
Yeah.
Okay, and so both sorts of things with men and women. You know, with women, normally they want someone, human nature, good looking, funny, have money, be responsible, and respect them and do all these things for them. But on the flip side, they don't think, oh, well, what am I bringing to the table? But this is not just women, men too. What do I bring to the table? Why would someone like that want me? And if they do want me, maybe because I'm still so good looking, I can kind of like push through. Why would they stay with me? Okay, and how long? If it's just on your looks will fade.
Looks don't last.
Looks don't last. It does not get better with age and time. So it's only going to go downhill. And so after a certain amount of time, from the late 30s or even mid 30s onwards, and we've got to be realistic about it. Your market value goes down outside. Say because the house hasn't been renovated, or so forth. It's a
somebody's
age.
blocked the view.
Age. Okay. Yeah, someone's blocked the view. There's no more view there. And if you keep being nasty and being so selfishness comes back to selfishness, well, eventually the person's going to leave. That's just human nature. How much longer can you keep being that situation?
The skills that you bring, or
the
skill set that you bring.
The skill sets that you bring, and for the men as well. The thing is, if you doing that, I guess the MGTOW movement is just saying women are so selfish. Let's be selfish back. Okay, just take from them. Okay, don't marry them. Okay, whatever fun you can have from them, that's it. Because after 10 years, you wouldn't want
Well,
to, there's a younger person, a younger woman that you can go for. But then that's just for the body then.
If we roll back the clock many decades ago, mostly around the Western world, a lot of families would have a cow in the backyard to get some milk.
Yeah.
Well, nobody does now. If you can go down the road and buy
Quart of milk.
Some milk at the corner shop.
Not even just a cow, even chickens.
Yeah.
People keep, I think even to the 70s, people were keeping backyard chickens. So almost every house was, because they had the block was big. And people just grew their own, a lot of their own vegetables and kept their own chooks.
Yeah, and so no, very few people do that anymore. And the reason being because of the convenience.
Yes, it comes down to convenience.
And is relationship the same thing? Is it because it's so convenient now just to flip here, flip there, and then you're on another date.
On another date, just for the moment.
And a young guy could get, say, 30 dates or whatever in a row.
Yeah.
And it's like, and whatever. And
yeah, and score 30 times and think, well, we don't need anything in that's all I want. That's all. Because they also see that's all the women have to offer. Where they don't realize it.
Someone to, like
educate.
Yourself,
educate.
What you bring. You bring a level of intelligence to it to show people there's more to it than that.
There's more to it than that. You can get so much more than that. I guess it comes down to, as what I also said, like nothing could beat life with the right partner. Absolutely nothing. However, you are better off on your own than with the wrong partner.
But the thing about that is that somebody can feel like they're the right partner in the beginning. And it feels like everything is so amazing and it's like, wow, it's wondrous.
Because they have fun.
And then how comes after a few years later, many relationships, not all of course, but they end up hating each other.
Yep.
And it's like, what? How could it go from that premise of loving each other intimately and wanting to spend the rest of their life with a person and then the next thing you know, they're your mortal enemy.
You know what? Reality hits.
It's
because once you in that initial stages, yes, it's a bit of euphoria. It's like a honeymoon period. You just have fun with that person. Might go on holidays. It's so great, and but life is more than just holidays. You just can't go on holidays every weekend. There are other things you've got to look after and take care of, like bills, money in. If you have kids, taking the kids, or dropping the kids off to school, picking them up, taking them to soccer practice.
Yeah, one parent has a hard job with that.
And so with everything else, you've got to be a team.
You've got to be a team.
You've got to be a team, and I guess a lot of these MGTOW men are thinking, well, because they've been with a lot of women that were not playing with a team, not being a team man player, so they think, well, that's the wrong person. I'm better off on my own. That's true. Okay, like I said, you're better off on your own than with the wrong partner. But they have no idea what the benefits would be and how great it is with the right partner, simply because they've never had the right partner to know.
Yeah.
True?
Yeah.
All the wonderful things that you can get.
Well, the argument of MGTOW is that if a young man doesn't marry, he's going to keep all his stuff.
Sure.
He'll have a nice car and he'll have this and he'll have that. And,
he doesn't have to share it with anyone.
Jet skis or whatever. He'll have all these toys and he gets to keep them and but they get to keep all their stuff, you see.
Yeah, all their assets at the end of the year and no heartache. Yeah, that's what the line that they put out.
But is there a point in it where all the stuff, because we've seen a lot of things with billionaires and multimillionaires that they're not actually really happy sometimes.
Yeah, they're not.
So it's not the materialistic things that bring us happiness.
Yeah.
Is it? And
no, because happiness, look, material things take up a lot of stress off you and give you so many options. But at the end of the day, you need more than just material things in your life. Sure, you can go wherever you want and so forth, but all your experiences you can't share with anyone because there's no one there along the journey with you.
Unless you swipe right or left and you meet someone you're just
there. For the day. Yeah, then share it just for the day and that's it. But at the end of the day, no one gives a damn about you. You're on your own, make your own decisions and so forth. But at the end of your life, you look back and thinking, all right, you leave and then you just left your stuff and that's it.
Yeah.
It's very lonely.
You can't
but
take
also,
it with you.
You can't take it with you. But also not even that. With the right partner, you could have even more stuff at the end of your life. Yes, it sounds really such a new concept to a lot of people. But yes, with the right partner, you won't just get double, but more than double, and what you have or what you would have been capable of accumulating on your own at the end of your life. Just think of, like I said, the analogy with the right hand and the left hand. Like last time I said, think of the man being the right hand and the woman being the left hand. And if you're on your own the rest of your life, you just worked with one hand because that's what you are.
Put one arm in a sling and see how tremendously uncomfortable it is.
It is.
You can't even shampoo your hair.
Yeah, there's only things that you can do because, like I say, you can only physically be one place at a time, concentrate on one thing at a time, and have one set of skills. Everyone is the same.
Women seem to be able to multitask.
Yeah, but she can only physically be one thing at a time. She only has one set of skills. True. So think of one hand, but if you have your left hand as well, now they have to work together on the same project. No good on them doing separate other things, just like two horses drawing a carriage, but want to go in separate directions. Then you're better off just having one horse. In that case, drawing the carriage. Okay? But, and they're separate directions. So in that respect, they have to work together. And if you find, if you practice with your one hand, like I say, in the sling at the back, and you're working with just your right hand, and then you release your arm, and think of what else you can do. You can do more than double, literally more than double the amount you could have done with just one hand, because there are more other tasks that you can accomplish.
Yeah.
But they say you both have to have the same mindset that this is a team and you're a team player, and that's what a marriage is all about. It's a partnership in life, and both parties have to come to the party on this. See, so men are guilty themselves. They kind of like, I wouldn't say brought it on themselves, but they made the wrong choice in who they picked